With John and Lisa, we're spending 70 days eating our way across Asia. This is Ho Chi Minh City. In part 1 of our visit to Ho Chi Minh City, we'll be trying out dishes like Bún Thịt Nướng, Bánh Xèo, Southern-style pho, and more, plus exploring the city formerly known as Saigon, the one-time capital of South Vietnam.
So we're in Ho Chi Minh. It's this Rivergate apartment. We need to walk over this bridge to get into town. It's supposed to be sort of 10-15 minute walk. Back in the madhouse.
Back in the madhouse. Much like Hanoi, the food in Ho Chi Minh City is incredible. We got the sense that there's now a big food rivalry between the two cities. Bún Thịt Nướng versus Bún Chả, Southern versus Northern style pho, who does the best bánh mì, fried bananas, and more. So we'll let you know what we think in both parts of this vlog.
So we're here in District 1, it's just gone 12 and we're going to get some Bún Thịt Nướng and we're going to get run over. This is our first bowl of Bún Thịt Nướng in Ho Chi Minh. We were recommended this by the hotel guy. We were actually going to go somewhere else, but he told us that he's been eating here for 10 years. And yeah, it's quite early for it, but it's really busy already, so it looks good.
So we figure if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for us. He said this place serves pho in the morning and then pivots to Bún Thịt Nướng in the afternoon, which sounds like a good plan for me. So yeah, we got the bun here, the noodles, we got some of the shredded meat, yeah, got pickles, we've got some fried spring rolls, and we've got this dipping sauce here.
I've put chili in there already, and this is like some sort of grilled pork as well, which was different from that.
Yeah.
Peanuts, and some spring onions, I think, in the middle. Right.
I'm excited, I've got to tuck in.
Yeah. As you can see, not a lot left there.
Yeah. You got to beware of this stuff as well. Woo.
Nice. Yeah, really good. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, great. There's a big debate about like Bún Chả versus Bún Thịt Nướng, but like they're their own thing really. I don't even see it as the same dish. It doesn't taste the same. It's not focused in the same way.
Yeah, it's like the Bún Chả, and say it's more focused on the meat and the grilling of it. And then maybe like the char that you get on it.
I think it's a bit like saying like lasagna or cannelloni. Like it's obviously the dishes have got things in common, but they're also like different.
Well, this is also, for me, it's got more contrasting flavours because you get the pickles in there, you get the peanuts, you get some bits of greens and herbs carved in there as well.
And that piece of grilled pork was like magic. Like, yeah, I really loved it if there were 3 of them in there instead of 1.
You could order some more meat on the side. Maybe next time we can do that.
Next time, because this dish, 60,000 dong, £2.
Yeah.
$2.50 US. So, well, what can you say to that?
It's a winner.
Okay, I know I just said you can't compare them, but actually, we're going to. So if we had to choose a winner, would it be Ho Chi Minh City for Bún Thịt Nướng or Hanoi for Bún Chả? So there you have it. With John voting for Bún Chả and Lisa for Bún Thịt Nướng, it's a draw. That means a tie, by the way.
Right, so first full day here. We were too late to walk the 30 minutes from like where our hotel was.
We had been to the gym this morning.
We've been to the gym and we had like that Bún Thịt Nướng, so quite full on. And
there you go, we got our excuses in.
Yeah, so we got a grab to the Notre Dame Cathedral. And unfortunately, it's like covered in scaffolding. So this is the side view, to be honest, but it's not that much better from the front side.
But it wasn't a wasted trip. Right next to the cathedral is Saigon Central Post Office. Built in the late 19th century by the French, its design is often credited to Gustave Eiffel, he of tower fame. Okay, it wasn't actually him, but it's still probably the most impressive place you'll ever send a postcard from. We sent 2 from here, and they both arrived home within a few weeks, so not too bad really. Our next stop was the War Remnants Museum, but first we got distracted when we saw some tasty looking food being fried nearby.
So we just bought one of these because, well, we turned up to the War Remnants Museum and we saw a guy like fresh frying these, so there's no way we're going to pass it up. I think it's probably got a filling. It's hot as so I'm a bit worried about biting it, but I'm going to give it a go.
Come on.
while. So it's like sort of like a puffy, sweet bread. It's more like bread than like a donut. So I get some sort of yeasted dough. It's already hot. I'm not sure if there's anything in the middle, but we'll keep going.
I think I saw her putting things in the middle of some of them.
Yeah, there's probably a little bit of beef.
No, cutting them open, it looked like she cuts it open and she puts a layer of it in the middle. But we didn't get it. Not for foreigners.
I can't buy it anymore because there's too much hot air coming out of it.
If you get one of these, make sure to ask for that missing filling. It's a little something like this. Yes, we really missed out.
This is one of the most unique street snacks in Saigon. This is bánh bò kẹp bánh tiêu. It's a carb sandwich. This thing is like everywhere on the street of Saigon, but people just walk past by and have no idea what is that. It basically have a sesame bun outside, and then inside is fermented rice cake with coconut milk.
Not bad, eh? Thanks to Curious About Vietnam for the footage. Next we stopped at Rooster Beers on the edge of Walking Street for some rather nice liquid refreshment. I had a pint of their pale ale for a bargain of 72,000 dong, while Lisa went for an interesting tamarind and vanilla concoction.
Alcohol-free, me. I get a bit hot with beer sometimes to get the old Chinese blush, so I can't drink that much beer in my old age, unfortunately.
So if you want to escape from the madness of Walking Street and enjoy reasonably priced craft beer or something soft, this is a good option.
So we're here for some dinner. We ordered Bánh Xèo. We've got this Bánh Khọt, which is like crispy sort of coconut, a rice flour based. I don't know if you call it a pancake or it's like cooked in like a skillet. So it's kind of crispy with oil, and it's got coconut, prawns, some like meat floss. We've got some summer rolls as well. So there's a dip for it. I'm guessing some sort of peanut sauce. Let's give it a go. Very nice. But they pre-wrap these. You can see they come in plastic. So it could be a little fresher. They start to dry out a little on the edges, but it tastes good. The sauce is really nice too.
You forgot your giant spoon of chili.
Giant chilies, I think I'm going to put in there.
Yeah.
This is the dipping sauce for the Bánh Xèo. So yeah, I think I'll leave the peanut sauce.
And the giant
like,
herb platter.
These are, for me, one of the favourite things about Vietnamese food, because the variety of herbs really lifts like every dish that you eat it with.
Yeah. Some of them are interesting, like the perilla leaves.
And the fish, which actually does taste like fish.
And that's a good thing.
Not in a bad way, but it really does taste like fish. A lot of people don't like it, to be fair, but I'm fine with it. Right, so I just looked up that these are also can be wrapped up. So I've got some rice paper here. It's hard, but like the moisture from the leaves is supposed to soften it up to make it pliable. I've got some of the lettuce greens from the tray. I've got perilla, some other herbs in there. And then you use the dipping sauce.
Better or worse wrapped?
Just different than you get.
Come on.
You get the anise from the herbs. You get a lot of different flavour profiles.
And then the main event, the Bánh Xèo. Let's open it up and see what we got in here. Oh, look at that.
So we got
a lot of steam coming off there.
So we've got some mushrooms, some pork, there's shrimp, bean sprouts, chicken as well maybe. Bit of everything there. Onions. So this we're going to break up into pieces and do the same.
Yeah, exactly the same. Turn it all into a wrap.
It's a bit like turning everything into a sandwich. But
which is the way food should be eaten.
Yeah. So, clean plates again. Well, it's not like us to leave anything really.
Good job on the herbs too.
Yeah. Everything was good. Probably wouldn't order the summer rolls again, just because they were starting to dry out a little bit, and it meant that everything that we ate was like a roll.
Yeah.
So if I was to choose again, maybe I'd get like the beef pie salad. But otherwise, it was all good. John says he preferred the Hanoi version, but maybe just because it was a bit greasier.
I think I'd had a few more drinks that night too, so you got to take that into account sometimes.
It was definitely cleaner, but I think there could have been a bit more seasoning in the Bánh Xèo, but that's just like splitting hairs.
It was nice and crispy. I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Overall, pretty happy. Good job.
Yeah, it was decent. Happy. Would recommend.
In the end, we both felt that the Bánh Xèo we had in Hanoi was better. 2-0. On the way home, we stumbled upon this Che shop. It was the perfect dessert for a sticky Saigon evening.
Alright, we stopped for dessert. This is Che. I couldn't really decipher the menu through like Google Translate, so I looked at what they had and I pointed, which I find always works. So I've got some sort of glutinous rice dumplings, some of these like pandan jelly noodles, some nuts it seems, and some sticky rice and taro with blue because of the blue pea flour. John's got the pandan noodles and grass jelly. My dad,
Coconut or is it soya?
in coconut milk. My dad used to eat grass jelly, and my parents used to eat it in the summer because it's supposed to be very good for cooling you down.
Which is good here.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it looks tasty. There's ice in here too to keep everything nice and cold. Very coconutty. Which
that's
is a
good.
good thing for me.
And they've even given us some complimentary tea by the look of things. Look at that.
Yeah, the tea looks very sort of green.
We don't really know what it is, but we might have a go of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right.
Very nice.
See you soon. We'd heard all kinds of good things about Southern style pho, so we decided to check out the Michelin Bib Gourmand recommended Phở Hòa Pasteur. It was certainly busy, but I don't think you get many locals in here anymore.
We're here for breakfast, seated upstairs because downstairs is actually rammed. And what better breakfast could you have than a giant bowl of steaming noodles?
Come on.
It's actually really massive. So we got the dak beet, which is the large combo. You get a bit of everything in there, including beef brisket, flank, some tripe, tendon, and beef meatballs. Looks really good. Again, massive. The tables are preset, which is something that I don't really like. So you've got the quail, the fried dough stick, the herbs, the bean sprouts, and this wrapped up pork paste, and they're all already set on the tables before you even come in. I did ask the guy, and he said it's not included, so you actually have to pay for them as well. And we're not going to eat these. It kind of gives me a bit of the nick because, well, you don't know how long they've been sat there, and don't know how many people have sneezed on them. Do you want to have a taste of the broth?
Okay. So we're just swiping something off our table?
Yeah, he switched it. He works here. It's probably full of bottle for you.
It's fancy.
Is it sweeter? I think it's supposed to be sweeter here as well.
I wouldn't have said it was overly sweet. I would have said it's a lot less.
What I would say
I
about...
said it's a lot less aromatic than the ones we had in Hanoi.
That's what I was about to say. It's like, what I would say is like there's a certain smell usually when you go past good fur shops, and it's like the smell of the aromats, and this place didn't really have it. But as I say...
It's pretty interesting though, so...
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure it's not going to be bad. We're just fussy.
No.
So we got some fermented chili and some other bits.
Okay.
We've got bloody herbs, so yeah.
Ready to get stuck in. Bye. Favourite bits of lots to see. I had like the king tendon. I actually ate a little bit off here already, but like, yeah, it was quite substantial.
Okay.
I know people are a bit squeamish about offal, but it's just like a bit jelly.
I mean, tendon's not even offal, it's just something that's attached to a muscle. It's not even an internal organ.
Nice and soft. It's more like a textural thing because it doesn't really have flavour. It's very neutral, really.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
Yeah, as you can see, you've nearly finished there. I've done my usual trick with a bowl of noodles.
Yeah, it was good. Right, I mean, it's our first one.
First southern fur in Ho Chi Minh,
So we're obviously going to have to try at least another one and see what we think.
on the whole, pretty good. Give it a big thumbs up. We'll leave a link in the description, and yeah, see you later.
This is Bến Thành Market. Good place to pick up fairly cheap shirts and elephant pants if you're into that sort of thing.
99 for one.
99 for one. I just got priced a pair for like 99,000, which I think is pretty reasonable, really. That's without asking for any sort of discount.
Just be aware that in markets like this one, many, but not all traders will initially quote you very inflated prices. Like those 99,000 dong elephant pants, another trader wanted 350,000 for pretty much the same pair. We're happy to pay prices that we think are fair, but we also don't mind negotiating if that's not the case. And if the trader won't move on price, we're always prepared to move on. If you're on the lookout for a good deal, we found that many of the streets around the market are a good bet too.
To be honest, I find this a more pleasant experience because it's not as busy, and you could probably get better prices here as well because you don't have the same amount of footfall as in the market. John bought some fake sportswear in the market, so he got like a running shirt and some shorts for about 320,000. Again, probably a little overpriced, but we were happy with it, so it's fine. And if you want to bargain, if they like quote you a price, then...
Fried banana was one of our favourite street food snacks in Hanoi, but that place was a real mom and pop shop, while the one we found in Saigon, well, it felt a lot more like a chain. But we were open-minded, so let's see if it measured up.
And there we go. Slightly different style to the one we saw in Hanoi.
This one's got sesame on it.
Yeah, it's good. They did have it hot hill, but it feels nice and hot still, so like...
Yeah, they're batch frying them,
Not bad about that. As long as they've got a good turnover for it, then I'm fine. Okay. Ready? I'm going to take this one for the team. Slightly chewier batter than the other one that we really liked in Hanoi, but good flavour. Yeah, if you want to look at the internal, but... Hey, if you're roaming around in the streets of Ho Chi Minh and you want an extra snack, this is the thing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like a must-eat if you like sweet things. Definitely.
The only thing is, I just think like if you get ice cream with it, it would be the ultimate. So,
Yeah.
like, obviously tricky to these street carts, but you know, if there's a branch, what's the ice cream shop called?
Mixu.
Mixu, there's a branch of Mixu nearby. I'm sure it's meant to be.
Yeah. Right. Nice.
So we certainly enjoyed our Ho Chi Minh City fried banana, but could it really live up to that Hanoi one? Could it? In a word, no. The Saigon version's batter was too thick and chewy and the banana got lost. 2-0.
Hey guys, here we are in another craft tap room in Ho Chi Minh. This is Seven Bridges Brewery. Brewery's actually in Da Nang, but this is the second branch we visited after Hanoi. This is their mini IPA. It's won some awards apparently, but hey, don't pay attention to that. It was pretty nice when I tried it last time, so it's called High Van Hayes. Let's have a go.
Not too far from the Saigon Opera House. If you,
I like it, yeah. I like it. It's got good bitterness. It's not like some of this. It tastes like fruit juice, especially when you get it in the UK. It's like too much. It's too much sticky notes. This is about right, you know. I mean, if I got this in like a London tap room, I would be very happy with it.
And how much is that for?
It's 140,000 dong.
140,000 dong for as close to a pint as you're going to get here. Right, so tonight we think it's time for
Fried chicken.
So this is like, I mean, it's still a local dish. It's like broken rice and fried chicken. That's
Yeah, this is a local joint. We'll be the only foreigners in here, I would have thought.
yeah, looking forward to
Koreans
it.
are snuck in, but yeah.
So we checked the menu and we decided we were going to go for one of the fried chicken, and the other one is like described as steamed fish sauce chicken. And then we've been upsold to a set, which I'm not really mad about because the soup was like an extra 15k add-on. It's like 50p.
Two different types of soup.
Yeah, so I got green vegetable soup. John's got some sort of chicken and leaves soup.
And we got this
we also
intimidating herbal drink. We're not sure exactly what it is,
I
but
think it's probably something that's a bit like a bitter tea, and I imagine it's paired with it to eliminate some of the hot air you get from like eating fried chicken. So
some of the hot air, like
the hot air is like, it's like a sort of Chinese Asian belief. If you eat a lot of fried food, then your body gets filled with hot air, which kind of things like chilies, fried food, alcohol produces hot air, so it makes your hot body hot inside, and so you might get those sort of like spotty or like you need like cool things to counteract that.
like the soup.
Like the soup and probably this bitter tea.
Right.
Let's see what it is. It's actually sweetened, so it's not even bitter at all. A little bit of bitterness, but they put sugar in there to like balance it out because you know I love sugar here.
Who doesn't? Right, okay, we're going to tuck in. We'll give you our verdict.
Yeah. Surprise. Clean plates again. I suppose we mainly always eat everything unless we find it repulsive.
Yeah,
This was good.
we probably should try not to sometimes, but this is not one of those times.
Yeah, we like both dishes. The fried chicken was nice and crispy. The only thing I'd say is there was no seasoning on it. It was just plain. So you had to eat it with the sauces, but it was really good. No like warmed over flavour or anything like that. We preferred the fish sauce steamed one just because it had more flavour and it was more succulent. The soups were both good. The one with the leaves in it was actually quite pickly, sweet as well. And then the spring greens one was quite clean, just like sort of veggie broth and vegetables. But yeah, I mean, we're definitely, again, it is like a pretty local dish as well. Like fried chicken and rice is actually a thing here.
Yeah.
So if you see anyone selling it, give it a go. It's probably good.
Good advice. Catch you later.
Bye. Our recording how big he is.